What about the the food materializers? They have those on those ships, right?
Replicators. Yeah.
Replicator.
Um,
Because that's a
Well,
major
the
thing. If you can do that, then we can start taking care of like getting rid of these useless jobs, I guess, that are meaningless to people.
well, what's more important to think about is if you can do that, what role does currency play then?
Yeah, that's a good one.
And so, before we're ever ready for that, we have to have a global system in place, so that we can exchange goods and services, or maybe not goods, because most goods could be replicated, but the ability to, like, if you want to get a reading from Ms.M, there should be some exchange, right? An energy exchange. And so there still needs to be some kind of system in place, that is complementary to everybody being taken care of.
yeah, technology is great and it improves our lives. And there's a lot of technologies that we could deploy today that would make everybody's lives better. But there's also some things that we need to think about all in the like we're not just people living on a planet. We're spiritual beings having a spiritual experience. And the earth exists for a reason. Third dimensional realities exist for a reason. They exist so that our souls can have an opportunity to grow and become stronger and better and more conscious. And so if we eliminate all the incentives for people to work or to be in service, then we kind of take that opportunity away from ourselves. So we have to do it in a way that we do improve the lives of everybody, but also keep incentive alive for people to take their own, walk down the spiritual path. Like I believe, it is my belief in communications with higher dimensional beings and just my experiences on this planet that we are in a process of ascension as individuals, of coming to a higher consciousness. And that ascension, the social system that most directly reflects that is a meritocracy. And so that means, you're rewarded by your efforts and what you put in. And that's how America was designed in the first place by our founding fathers, who had a way more consciousness than maybe we understood. And they created America with the American dream, that if you do good and you're a good person, that you deserve to have a good quality of life. And so we need to consider these technologies and when they should be released to people and what they'll do to change our lives. And we can look at some of like the galactic history. When we look at like the planet Maldek, that's now our asteroid belt. The reason that planet went into a demise is because their technology had been advanced to the point that the public had kind of become complacent. And when people started to become sick and want more power, there was no one to rise up against them. There was no one to stop them because they were just happy and captive and comfortable. And so we do need to consider like the implementations of technologies here. And we can also see from some of the galactic beings out there that higher technology does not mean higher consciousness. Doesn't mean a higher frequency. It just means that they have better science.
Well, frankly, we've been shown some peaks by different people at the potential futures. Al Bielek is one, from the Montauk Project,
Yes.
that said there was a lot of AI and everybody was complacent. Everything was kind of fine, but we didn't achieve our spiritual goals. In other words,
Yeah, he
we
said it
could
sat
evolve,
stagnant when the future
right?
there was no innovation. I guess the part that I think of is, how many Nikola Teslas are there working in a factory because they haven't even had the time to think about something?
Yeah. And so, we're going to eliminate some of these menial jobs because with technology, that's just the reality. It's going to happen. Things will be robotized, things will be mechanized, but we still have to have things within our society and our culture that incentivize people to be in service to the greater good and to be on a path of ascension for themselves. I mean,
well, and what I've always said is just do what you love, and everything else will follow. And so while I do all this banking type work, I'm also very into as many of you know, I do my 7 seal videos. This is what this little symbol is here, and this technology and consciousness is very activating, and raising your awareness and going online with more of your higher self is what I'm truly passionate about, because while I woke up a long time ago, I felt that I was here on mission and to get as many people into unity consciousness, and recognizing that we all bleed the same colored blood.